welcome back to the channel. Hey, do me a favor, hit that thumbs up, subscribe to the channel, stick around for a while. Starting off in the milking parlor, we got Big Jack in here. That's Mark's boy. Supposed to have been a nice day today. We're getting most of that second cutting off. Got about 2/3 of it done, 80 acres left. And we got to pop up some type of weather thing going on here. Wasn't supposed to happen, but it's been 90 degrees all week and humid. Oh, there goes some lightning right there. So hopefully it goes south, because we got all that hay down and that'll finish it up. Mark baled late last night. Some of that last of the prime hay we've got. Finish off from last video, to be continued. I had a water leak down here. And what it did was, it came up in the concrete. See that wet spot there? I've been battling that for about a year. Finally figured out what it was. And I thought I'd be able to dig down. Well, ended up being way in there. Had to take the tank out. So they've only got one water tank, another water tank in the barn. So now we've got it fixed. We put a hydrant in. We fixed it by putting in a hydrant. We should have did that to begin with, but about 10-12 years ago. Hindsight's always 20/20. So we're waiting on getting concrete so we can set the other tank in. Let's get back in here, get some cow's milk, see if that rain comes. What we do with this paper is I'll lay it down there in case that milker ends up falling off. We don't want it to fall into the crap. We recycle it for the paper company. They print too much, and that way we turn it into manure and it doesn't go in the landfill or a dumpster. Very nice effort. Only been in for a couple months. Very calm. Nice bag still. 1960s parlor, 8 stalls. Can let each cow out individually. Those of you guys have been around, you know that. Come on out, little lady. Old rope. Feed. Calm down, Lizzie. I've got this door tied open. They come in through here. The milk gets sucked into that pipe down there, stainless steel pipe. Got the fan blowing. It's been so humid in here. And here's the milk house. Comes in through here. It's pumping in right now. It goes up and in. I showed you just before. We've got to put this tank in. This milk house room is all new. It's a center pivot. Fills this one or this one. Right now we're filling the first tank, the original tank. But that's turned out nice. Nice, you know, as you get older and as time progresses, you learn to build things bigger and taller. You know, this milk house ceiling used to be like just a little taller than I am, but bigger is better. We'll step out of here. Yeah, the ground's getting a little wet. Looks like it's just clipping us. You know, we didn't expect it when they pulled the disc vine up here. This is that new disc vine. Yeah, it's starting to set in a little bit of rain. They finish up. They can whack out 80 acres because we've got 2 of these and real quick. It's just getting it off after that. But yeah, we've never been able to cut hay like that before, but 2 disc vines. And Mark got done baling. He'll pull the baler up here. You ever seen them balers catch on fire out west? Once in a while, you'll see one on YouTube. Well, ours hasn't yet, knock on wood, because when he gets done, he pulls it up front here and he blows it all out. He gets all that dry chaff and stuff out of everywhere it should be. Right in here, around these chains and stuff. It get hot, and hey, you know, Sunny Farms, I've been in a lot of comments. Sunny Farms out in South Dakota, I think they've got that bale accumulator in back. We want one, trust me. First cutting, we could have really used it. Hopefully, we can get one next year. It really would. You'd be saying off that field. You don't need to be tearing around the field with skid steer. Yeah, and he blows out all the radiators. So, other than that, let's get back going. Another really nice cow was calved in the last month. So I haven't showed you the cows in probably a month or so. 19. She's got some depth to her. Look at that. Look at, the only thing I can say about her is her teats are, they're a little long. I mean, they're good size. They're not small or anything, but when they get too long, sometimes they have to step on them. But she's extremely calm and likes to eat. Another extremely well-built cow, right here, number 24. She calved within the last month. Very clean, and that's that sand that we fresh sand we moved in there once a week at least. If you're wondering what we're cleaning with, that's iodine in them. Put that iodine on there, you mix it all up, you clean it up, you're good to go. Oh, but run down, big boy. You ramming her? Don't be pushing. Yeah, I tell you what, that third cutting, what we do have off, is gonna grow, and that corn's loving it right now. Woo! Guys, and we're out of the parlor. We got to get these cows fed, get all the manure piled up, call the manure spreader and get it out of here. I think that rain just about fixed us. First crop of hay that got rained on, that's okay. This corn and that other hay, it needed it worse, so we'll take it. Hey, Spunky. Hey, Spunky. Cows are feeling good. That it cooled down a bit from that rain. It's gonna warm back up though. Check these gutters, might be plugged. There she goes. You know, you get feeding out here and that wind's whipping around. Gotta plug them right up. Shut this down. I'll switch this bunk over. I like to stand up there while I'm feeding this bunk because it's so long. I want to make sure that belt stays straight. Come in, turn this hay off. Morning, Bubba. How we doing? Turn the conveyor off. Let her down on one turn. Baby it. There's a mud puddle. And we're up. Morning. How you doing? We can step down once it gets halfway across. Cows are starting to line up nicely. Morning. Come out here, see if the silos really need to be let down. One more turn. You can hear it through that pipe. She's really humming. Let's check the grain. Give it a turn. That's the corn silage coming out of the wagon. Corn silage, haylage, high moisture grain. Come back in here just in time to push this plow over, fill the other side of the bunk. Get back up here, I'll run this back down and back, and we'll be good to go. And we're clear. This manure is going to be a little sloppier than usual with that rain. Yesterday when I filled this thing up, it was like a solid crust mound. Wheel right in here. Extra careful, we don't want to hit anything. You get doing this every day though, you figure out how to do it, so it's not like it's that big of a talent. We're a truck down, Dad's gone, so we're going to use this white, old trusty, plenty of power, squeaky feet. We're going down the lane here. We've got corn on both sides, first time in years, because this was hay. Well, this was the first field we planted. And this was the last field. That last field we tiled, it's catching up very quickly. Jack, the guy I milked with, my brother's son, my nephew. He's in my old raking tractor. That's what I used to fill the silo with. Tractors, because we're not too far from the farm, and one pickup. Get out of this white real quick. They're on the other end of the field. So yeah, this was the second cutting. Just got a bit of a shower on it. You couldn't tell though. Walk over and check these bales out. Second cutting, looks a little stemmy. Like Mark said, it was getting so dry that when he was raking it, he said rake it as early as we could. We did. Dad ended up cutting this whole 70 acres and raking it himself when we were in there doing chores, because he wanted to rake it early when there was still a dew on it. But these are some stout bales here. They're going to the barn, they'll trickle them in, feed them to the milk cows. He's leaving like 10 days, 2 weeks to go play football, Kalamazoo College. You know, it takes a little bit of talent to be able to load these and not screw them up. She'll bust one open, but we've got a lot of time on that thing. We're never growing up with one. And the bales are off that field. That made short work of that. I think I'm gonna go rake a little bit. They ended up cutting a field around my grandma's old house along the way where my mom grew up. We're gonna rake that first, and then we're gonna check, maybe just rake the headlands of that big field. It's already about drying off. Pit stop of beef and cheese. Get down off here and check this. Top seems dry. There's a heck of a little breeze. Yeah, this was an old 10-acre patch. That was my grandma's old house. We'll be going around it. We ended up knowing the guy that lives there now that bought it years back. You know, probably 25 years ago. But yeah, we'll rake this up and it'll dry and he can come bale it. Raking this, I'd give it another day or two. They're calling for more showers tonight. This humidity. It'll dry. We'll get it baled. This is old hay, so you don't want to. If it gets rained down once, that's plenty. Twice, and it'll be just junk. We're gonna stop and get off and just see if this stuff's gonna dry. I'm going around these headlands for sure. But this was a thinner half. This is that big 75 acres. Yeah, she's pretty spongy. That wind, I don't know, guys. I think I'm just gonna do the headlands. What can you do? Be better than nothing. Thought we had a chance because it's fairly thin. But not that thin. The problem is there's no sun. It's warm, but it's muggy. Not very often you can bale hay the same day it rained. I don't remember ever doing it. We're trying it, but I'm gonna have to call it quits. Just parked that rake in the barn. I'm going to show you this ag bag I've been working on. It's the last of the corn. We should be in good shape because the corn's really getting up there, but it might be tight. Last field of corn planted here, really stepping up and coming up. And like I said, I've got all this corn on the back side of the farm. So when we go do chop, it's going to be smooth sailing. We're going to be able to fill these bags up, fill the silo up, and you know, all this hay that we're taking off, it's been about a mile. You know, we had hay in our back door and then we had to swap, we rotate. But yeah, I've got one caught right here, the raccoon in here. And there's no lie, this is a baby right here. And no lie, I've probably gotten 15 in the last week because look what they're doing to the bag. They're tearing holes in my bag, guys. And I've been coming around the backside, I've been taping them up because this bag, you don't want air to get to it. And part of it is this used to be hay, but these raccoons, they love corn. So what they'll do is they're working their way up line. They got a lot of cover here, so I can't see them. So my buddy Mike Sarka, he's actually got to go to his son's open house today when we get done working, but he helps me with the coons. He traps them, and then he trains his dogs with them. So they're not going to complete waste. But yeah, this side of the bag's smooth sailing. They're sneaking on the other side, and I have to take them out because I do not want to compromise this feed. This is the cooler this is, the better it is for the cows. They don't want warm feed. Farm maintenance continues. Remember this wall was blowing out, leaking sand everywhere? Well, I said I was gonna fix it. What we did was we came in here, we dug all that back, and I put 2 boards in, and I put a brace in the center to stop that from leaking out. And this was that new curb we fixed. It's never ending. Like I said, I want to fix these doors up. I think I'm going to wainscot both these sliders too, just to make it look good. Hay barn's close to being full. Greg's got his bump and run car in here. So another few more bales and this will be full. This is what we trickle in. We have any access, they're just going to have to sit outside. But yeah, he races these at the county fairs, and he does pretty good with it. He's been doing it for 10, 15 years. You do that for 10, 15 years and you're a master fabricator, you're bound to win a few races. Guys, that's gonna do it for the video. We tried baling hay after the same day that it rained. Didn't work. I just did the headlands. He's gonna get them baled up, get that out of there. So then when it does dry off, we can just go up and back. I always like doing that. Figure we'll get some of that done. So stay tuned for another video. Take care. God bless.